Proverbs chapter 13, verse 3 says, "The one who guards his mouth preserves his life." Sometimes it's really hard to guard our mouth, isn't it? Maybe something happens in life and we have this urge to respond and say something we know we shouldn't say, but then we go ahead and say it anyway. And we wish we could get the words back once they come out of our mouth, but there's no taking them back. They've already been said and we can't get them back. It's really hard to control our mouth sometimes. Well, I have good news for you. The Bible shares with us in the book of Proverbs how to use our tongues wisely. How do we use our mouth wisely? Well, the book of Proverbs shares with us and gives us wisdom on how to use our mouth, how to tame our tongue. And so the wisdom of God tames our tongue. As you look through the book of Proverbs, there's many verses on the use of our mouth, the use of our tongue, and they all help us apply God's wisdom to our lives, specifically with the area of using our tongue and what we say and how we speak to others. There's 5 particular ways I want to share with you just briefly that I believe are presented in the book of Proverbs that I think will help us tame our tongue. Now, if you find difficulty in taming the tongue, I want you to take these, you maybe jot them down, take these to heart. Wisdom trains us to possess patience when we speak. One of the things we need when we speak is patience. The Bible tells us in James that we ought to be quick to listen and slow to speak. Sometimes we're quick to speak and slow to listen. We need to have patience. Secondly, wisdom trains us to speak with purity. As a Christian, one of the things we ought to be known for is our purity, our holiness, and it ought to be evident in what we say. Thirdly, wisdom trains us to make an impact on others with our words. The right words at the right time can truly impact somebody's life for the good, and the wrong words at the wrong time can truly negatively impact someone's life and cause harm to their lives. And so we need to be very careful with how we choose our words and understand that our words can truly impact. And I want to encourage you to make a positive impact on somebody's life. Encourage them. Use the right words in an anxious moment to quiet their anxiety. Use the right words in anxious moments or moments of anger to help bring a sense of calm. Choose our words and understand the impact that we can make on others. We can also understand that wisdom trains us to speak truth. We need to be truthful. We need to be careful about making assumptions of other people, slandering other people behind their back, just flat lying to other people. We need to be people of truth. And then lastly, wisdom trains us to speak with great grace. Maybe you're somebody that speaks with haste and you're rash in what you say. You're not very thoughtful about how others might perceive what you say. Wisdom trains us to speak with some grace. I want you to think about grace. Adrian Rogers defined grace this way: God's riches at Christ's expense. When we experience God's grace, He gives us something that we don't deserve, something we've not earned. And you may have a difficult person in your life, and maybe they haven't earned your respect, or they haven't earned the right for you to say kind words to them. But I want to encourage you to give them kind words anyway. Be gracious in what you say. Well, I hope these 5 ways from the book of Proverbs helps us together tame our tongue with the wisdom of God. Hey, I hope you have a great day.